Right. Round 2. I've been asked a lot about a couple of things, one of which being my gear, and the other being my talents. So I figured I think I promised someone I'd make this video, so here I am, doing it. She hears me talking to myself here and she's like, nah. You gotta hear me out. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, the talents. This is what I'm running now. In Season 5 I ran without Honor Among Thieves. Strictly because I was running into a lot of rogue teams and ferals and like stealth teams in general. Oh shit. I had these points from Honor Among Thieves put into Hidden Senses and Master of Deception. I think I put 1 point from Deadliness as well. And the reason for that was because we were facing a lot of rogue teams. And I figured the stealth talents would come in handy. But the more and more I've been playing, the more and more I've realized these don't really do much. You just have to play around it. Because a lot of your time is spent playing comps with no stealthers, like Holy Pally Warrior, DK Preg, Enhancement Shaman Preg, stuff like that. So against these comps, you're basically like not using the talent points at all. Maybe Heightened Senses is a little useful because you get that random chance to miss, which is annoying for the enemy. But I don't like playing around RNG, so this talent here is not that good. So yeah, Honor Among Thieves is really good. Because what you can do, like if you don't have this, you can't really cheap shot ambush, eviscerate into ambush kidney. That doesn't work. Which is very important for warrior teams and stuff like that. So you want to be able to do that because you gain extra combo points when you crit. So for this reason alone, I went with Honor Among Thieves and dropped the stealth talents. If you find yourself like getting sapped and continuously losing to like rogue teams, then maybe you can reevaluate. Maybe take points away from Master Sub. I mean, this is really good as well. But yeah, now I'm just rambling on about the talents. But yeah, this is what I run currently, and I don't see myself changing off from this. And here are the glyphs as well. Glyph of Prep, really good. You can do double kick sometimes, you can win games off that. You can also, if for some reason you dismantle, it misses or whatever, you can prep dismantle. Sometimes this saves the game. Glyph of Shadow Dance is really good. 2 seconds off or 2 seconds extra on your Shadow Dance. It's really good. And then Glyph of Sprint. This is really good as well. Early in Season 5 I ran Glyph of Vigor. But the extra, I mean, you could run it, I guess, maybe for if you play like double DPS comps or something, maybe that might be good. But overall, like Glyph of Sprint is really solid. Because you can maybe sometimes you get extra saps and restarts and whatever because of the mobility. So yeah, and these minor glyphs are like whatever. Glyph of Vanish is pretty good. Distract also. And this is like, I guess whatever. For BGs or something. But these two are pretty good. You want to run these at least. So yeah, that's the spec I run, and some reasoning behind that. And onto the gear. So yeah, this is not entirely my invention. I was looking at the Avisora biz list also and MERS. And I made this specifically for me with the resources that I have access to. If you want like the best of the best, there's like no reason for me to talk about the best of the best, because here they are. Like Avisora and Mer, they have pretty much the same biz lists. They only differ in like weapon choices currently. I mean, they keep changing them a little bit, but the weapon choices are a little bit different. And also the use of this neck. I think Mer gets less hit from somewhere. Yeah, Mur is using these wrists, fluxing energy calls. These give hit, so then he can use this neck. And Avizor goes for this neck with hit, and goes for the PvP wrists. I'm guessing to break 900 resi. But yeah, they're both like around 900 resi. But yeah, these are solid choices for if you want to like if you have access to everything and you want to follow something, then I would go with either one. I don't think it really matters, like the tiny changes that they're going for here. But this is the one I made for myself. And it's obviously gonna differ because I don't play a human. I play Blood Elf, so I have to run a PvP trinket. I would not use bandits. I would obviously want to use Comet's Trail here. Maybe even Dark Matter. The crit proc is, I don't think it's all that great because you already have a pretty high chance of critting while you're dancing, but this is not bad. I would run this over bandits, I think, still, just for the attack power, the passive attack power. But I don't think I'm gonna have access to these for a while, so I'm gonna have to go with bandits strictly for the passive AP, and the proc is still pretty good in Season 6. So this is solid. If you have this, you can run these trinkets, I think. It's obviously not the best, but the Algalon 25 trinkets, not everyone has access to this. And yeah, I have a lot of 10-man hard mode items here, because I think the 10-man hard mode items are way easier to get, like this throwing weapon from Flavolaithan, XT wrists, Vezok's cloak, this is from Vezok's, this is from Freya. And the belt, this is from Yogg One Light. So yeah, these are all really good items. And if you have access to these, I would use these definitely. And then some of the harder items that you might have a hard time getting, I will get these in a timely manner with my guild. So these are the shoulders from Iron Council. This is a very good item. It has a lot of expertise. Expertise is good, I think, for Season 6. I've already got some of the other items. Like I have this belt, and you can already notice the expertise a little bit. Like it's not as infuriating playing. Like Season 5, you played with pretty much 0 expertise, and the amount of gouges and shit that gets parried is really huge. So running the pieces with expertise, it actually like helps a lot. But yeah, I'm going for this. One option could also be, let's see, Mur and Avizor both go for the shoulders. But one option, what I think you could do also, is you could go for PvP shoulders and the legs from Yogg One Light's 25 man this. But this is going to be a highly contested item. So these ones you might have a harder time getting. I think as a rogue you might have an easier time getting this if you are able to kill Iron Council hard mode. Yogg One Light is obviously a lot easier to do. So if you're running Pogs or something, then Pogs might not have such an easy time killing this. But I would still run for this because I don't think these are as contested as the legs, because the legs a lot more classes want, like warriors and shit. But yeah, I'm going for these shoulders, the Freya neck, 4 set from the other pieces, and then going into the weapons. I think if you don't have access to weapons like Blade Twister and Fangle Galarian, you could easily just go double PvP weapon. Like you're not gonna be turbo gimped in that regard. But since I do have access to these, I would use these. Strictly because, also because I'm a Blood Elf, I get extra resi from this trinket. So that enables me to go a little less heavy on the resi on the weapons at least. Because you do get more offensive stats from these compared to the PvP weapons. Like you get a lot more agility and I think haste and crit and all the other good stuff. So yeah. And I do have access to this, so I might as well go with this. This belt is a no-brainer. This belt is massive. This belt is huge. If you are a human and you don't run this trinket, you might have to gem Resi. But I'm going with these specific gems because I will also use this for PV, so it works both ways. And I do end up still going like right around the 900 mark, which I think is good for Rogue for Season 6. But yeah, not much different from like Mur and Avizora here, except the rings. I originally was thinking I would get Band of Lights and Brand's Signet Ring. These are both from Algalon. This is from Algalon 25 man. This is from Algalon 10 man. I will eventually get this, I think. But this is gonna take a while. I'm not in a hardcore raiding guild, so the progress is a little bit slow. But yeah, these two rings kind of pretty accessible. You can get this ring from Iron Council 10 man hard mode as well. So this is a solid ring, I think. And the other ring, Godbane Signet, this is from Yogg-Saron, just the easy mode Yogg. This is a solid ring as well, and it gives you more expertise as well. And I think once I do have access to the 10 man Algalon ring, I would use this, like so. And this brings me kind of high on the hit. And then I might be looking into swapping the neck to Pendulum of Infinity. But that is still a little bit off. I'm not gonna have access to this for a little bit. So in the meanwhile, I'm going for this. So overall, I think this is still pretty competitive gear set. You go over 6% hit. Maybe you could run just this neck with the Algalon 10 ring as well. Just go heavy on the hit. Strictly because you might still run into stuff like Night Elf Rogues and shit like that, where 6% hit is not going to be even enough. Or Rogues. This is for like, I'm not a rank 1 player, so I'm going to be facing like Rogues with different types of specs. So if you run into a rogue with this talent here, Heightened Senses, you're going to need 8% hit to be capped. So depending on who you're facing, you might, if you're lower rated, you're going to face rogues with this talent. And if you're facing rogues with this talent, you're going to need 8% hit. So there's still a little chance blind misses here. So I think this extra hit here is not necessarily super bad. I mean, obviously it's less impactful than other stats, but this might save you a little bit of headache against, like, you're still not like even close to captive facing a Night Elf Rogue with Heightened Senses up. You're gonna need 9% hit, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is the gear that I'm going for now, and the gear that I have currently is this. I already have this neck and this belt. So I just need the XT wrists and the Vezak's back, and then I'm solid for the other pieces. Also, I don't have either of the daggers yet, so I have this from Iron Council 10 man, Perilous Bite. This is not terrible. This is okay for now. The damage is obviously a little bit lower than the 252 weapons, but this is 245. I don't know, so it's not that far off. So you can still do some damage with this. My offhand is from Thorim 10. This is Competence Boot Blade. Another solid offhand choice, I think. And yeah, currently my resi is a little bit low. But yeah, I'm working on that. So yeah, that's it for the gear video, and take care.